Welcome back to the special edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show over the digital airwaves of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. Last but not least, we did the tweets, then we did the phone calls. As promised, some of you sent in videos. You want me to see who's saying something to me, who's asking me a question, not just hearing you. So, I'm here to oblige. Let's see the videos that were sent in to me, please.
What's going on, Mr. Stephen A. Smith? My name is Kobe Johnson, representing my university, Morgan State University in Baltimore. And my question to you is, are you familiar with the Morgan State lacrosse history that is prevalent at Morgan State University? Morgan State University was the first HBCU to ever have a lacrosse team. We're still going strong. In 2023, the men's team won the championship. In 2024, the women's team won a championship. Are you hip? Let me know.
I appreciate that, especially that last photo where you got my book up. Thank you very, very much. But I'm here to tell you, I am not familiar with lacrosse at Morgan State University. I'm not familiar with much lacrosse at all. I know the late, great Jim Brown, God rest his soul, was a sensational lacrosse player before being considered the greatest running back to have ever played football. I get that part, and I know that lacrosse is very popular. I'm not throwing any shade on it. I'm not disrespecting it in any way. I'm simply making the point that I don't really follow lacrosse. I'm busy with basketball and football and boxing and UFC and baseball and all of these other stuff, these other sports that I have to cover, so I apologize for that. But that doesn't mean lacrosse is a big time. That doesn't mean that you can't parlay that into bigger opportunities for yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve all the credit in the world for being big time in anything you choose to do, because anything you choose to do, thousands if not millions of people trying to do it too, and they're not doing it on your level. So major props to you, congratulations, and keep on the grind, and props to Morgan State University. I love that place. I always love an HBCU. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Let me see the next video.
What's going on, Stephen A? I want to know, if LeBron stays with the Lakers and retires in a few years or whenever he does he get a jersey retired in Cleveland, Miami, and LA, the first to have 3 cities? Let me know.
I don't think he gets his jersey retired in LA. First of all, he wouldn't be the first. There are others that have had their jerseys retired in 3 cities. Wilt Chamberlain is one of them that comes to mind, if I remember correctly, but I will tell you this. He doesn't get his jersey retired in LA. It's the Lakers. You just got 1 championship. One? Lockout, not lockout, but COVID shortened season? Or COVID interrupted season? Look, in the bubble, it's hard. He deserves a lot of credit for it. But I don't think you get your jersey retired because of that. LeBron is LeBron. He's big time. Became the all-time leading scorer in NBA history wearing a Lakers uniform. You could make the case for that. He's a champion in the Lakers uniform. You can make a case for that. But when you consider the greatness of the Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson, 5 rings, Kobe Bryant, 5 rings, Shaquille O'Neal, 4 rings, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when you see that stuff, the great Jerry West, even though he only had 1 ring, but obviously he was the silhouette. I mean, you could retire LeBron James' jersey. I can't rule it out. But if you didn't retire his jersey in Los Angeles, I don't think anybody would sneeze at that. You got to retire his jersey in Miami, and you got to retire it definitely in Cleveland. That's just me. Let's go to the last one right here.
My question for you is, Bronny James, can he be more than just a role player in the NBA? Can he even be a role player in the NBA? What is Bronny James' ceiling in the NBA? That is my question. Thank you.
Great question, honest answer. We don't know. And anybody who tells you we know is a damn liar. You just don't know. There's no way around it. Here's the reason why. The 1 year that first of all, he was in high school, he was an All-American, but he was averaging 14 points a game, and there's a lot of people that were critical of him being an All-American because they said he was that because of his dad, because you don't become a McDonald's All-American averaging 14 a game. Kendrick Perkins came on this show and said that. Then he goes to college. He suffers the cardiac arrest before his first season, and he can't come back to play until January. And then even then, he's limited to about 19 minutes a game, averages under 5 points a game. So we needed to see more. Then he decides that he's going pro and he's going to enter the NBA draft. And it was paved for him to be drafted as a Los Angeles Laker. And sure enough, he got drafted by the team his daddy plays on. He's got a contract. He's a legit 6'1", damn good defensive player, considered to have a high basketball IQ, goes into summer league play, plays in 4 games. First couple of games, he shoots 0 of 15 from three-point range. He's averaging like 4 points. He's shooting about 23% from the field. But then the last 2 games he comes on, and he plays significantly better, like 21 points over the next 2 games, shooting very, very well, considering how he had been struggling. And so you see that he's a kid that's going to continue to work on his game. He's obviously learning from the best possible tutor on the planet in LeBron James. That's his daddy. And J.J. Redick knows a thing or two about teaching the game of basketball as well. So in the G League, I assume he'll spend some time in there. If he's not going to spend time, he'll be around NBA players. You believe he'll work hard, he'll consider to grow, and we'll take it from there. I'm not going to rule out the possibility that he's going to be a quality player. There are people at this moment who are more deserving of the opportunity than he was. There's no doubt about that. Nepotism definitely played a role, but what else is new? That does in our society on a multitude of levels. I'm not going to throw any shade on him because of that. I wish him nothing but the best. But it's going to be a challenge. And the honest answer to your question is we have not the slightest damn idea of what Bronny James is going to be. We got to wait and see. We just do.